Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. As right now, I actually decided to do another recording for today because, well, since I have the time to do so, and also because I really am enjoying this game a lot, so I just decided to do another recording because, you know, why not? It can also help me with the editing and everything else so that afterwards I don't have to really worry so much about if something eventually comes up, because when I've been working, sometimes I'm called in to work earlier or maybe working the day when I'm off, so I'm just keeping that in mind for when I'm actually recording. So I wanted to record just this one for today as it is a New Year's Eve, and I just decided, you know what, let's do another Doki Doki Literature Club gameplay. However, pretty much where we left off to where we're going to read everyone's poems. I think we're going to do the same thing as we did last time, you know, just go from the bottom all the way up, because, you know, our letter or poem is considered for Sayori. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi again, Lorenzo. How was the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that, honestly. You'll never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I gave the poem to Monika. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the other one you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting up pressure on you for something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Alright, so let us play another masterpiece of the classical arts. Save Me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, and blue, and endless... What? We need to Google search that. When you're in a literally person.
Cacophony.
Cacophony. That's what it says. That's a nice voice. That's a really nice voice. Cacophony. Cacophony. Okay, get back to the freaking thing. Alright, let's do it again. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, exploding, expanding. Oh, fuck! Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, and blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, and piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on the turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless space. Load me. Wow. I got a dark vibe to that one. That pretty good. Pretty good. I got a pretty good dark vibe on that one. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. I thought it was pretty good. It's just kind of the thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. And I agree, because pretty much it kind of makes you think on what will actually fit to end the sentence, or will the sentence end at all? Does the last final words have a deeper meaning to it than the poem itself? That's really is what comes into my mind when it comes to Monika's poem, which is why I like it. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short, it feels like they were trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. I should have done that. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Are you trying to foreshadow something, Monika? What? Are you supposed to be like the Illuminati? I see it right there. Right there in her eyes. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? She's a robot! I fucking knew it! There is no such thing as a perfect girl. She is a robot. I do not trust you. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, that's a little foreshadowing though, if you ask me. I think she's trying to hide something. Something very deep. Alright, well, we'll not worry about that for now. Let's talk to Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Lorenzo. Your skills are already improving. Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you to say that really means a lot, because you know, you're the superior writer. It's nothing. I'm just happy to inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course! Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Oh, this is even longer! Hey, look, it's the raccoon. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside of my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of my bread. My subconscious is well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom, the bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon, enchantments, its phase, and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife, the very same light that glisters in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A wish of blood. Classic Perlin conditioning. I sliced the bread and I fed myself again. Feed. Okay. Wow, that was pretty good. I wonder if it really is about a raccoon, though. Is it really about a raccoon, or could it be about her friend? When it's just maybe it's just a metaphor, or just something else. Of her hunger, I guess. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't figure out what it's supposed to be mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself, so I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Lorenzo? Well, I have quite few. Yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, and we're gonna start with Natsuki. Let's hope I can get her voice act right. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one, but I can't really say it's any better either. Phew, at least you didn't think it's that bad. Huh? Phew what? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me that Natsuki's completely missed a point. Come to think of it, this reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know. But honestly, how can someone so, fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around the dead weight. That was a little unnecessary. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever. It is. I don't get it. Oh yeah. I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Wow, this is actually a longer one from Natsuki. You know what, for her, we're just gonna keep this because, you know, it's a cute play. So we're gonna keep it like that. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her sing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I try not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It is gross. She is gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. I wonder if this is about Yuri. I wonder if they're still fighting. I mean, other than that, it's a cute poem. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I can do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Yeah, I got that vibe too. And then part of me thinks that you're talking about Yuri for some reason. Do you know people like that? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that's just what makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. I agree. So snaps on that statement though. Natsuki, you got my respect for that. Huh? That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird hobbies. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is usually different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm not gonna write a good one for tomorrow. Oh. Shit, I misread that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too. So, look forward to it. Alright, now the moment of truth. My good friend Sayori. Lorenzo? I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. What are you talking about? I don't hide anything from you. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so... No way! Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Oh! Damn! My son playing games! He getting game! Eh? What? Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're really an expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. If we were to talk about your cooking, it would probably be Hell's Kitchen in an inferno house where everything is on fire. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori in the head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Lorenzo, will you give me your poem? I kinda wanna keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. I wish I could do the anime faces, that would be so cool. Sayori, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you or anything. Here we go again. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap! Ah! I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up a piece she dropped, but being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry. It's fine, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. You're always clumsy. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah? I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit on the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. I can fuck with this music. Okay, just get to reading. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes in my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save this day. She's talking about me, isn't she? Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scrapping and scrapping. I blow dust off the bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done. I open up and in come my friends. And they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pulled them from the shelf one after another, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tie between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts, in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading something, but all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. It was just so cute, and it sounds, oh my god. Holy crap. Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this to coming from you. Monika taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah. Writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sayori always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. It's about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on the posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Oh, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monika. Yeah? We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite the poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who has been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monika? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys! No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah! It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. I know you do. I know we all do. And if all of it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monika have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out, just a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Oh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Yeah, you're funny. This is foreshadowing, isn't it? My lights flash before my eyes. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monika. This is all too sudden. Oh, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of complete strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monika flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of the poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monika begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monika. Sayori looks amazed, Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand, and finally Monika finished the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monika takes a deep breath and smiles. That was so good, Monika! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it. You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into sharp syllables with a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns, and its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we gave Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to apply for her, but we're caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into the seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How do you guys do it so easily? Trying to think of it. You're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way that it can. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. This serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Lorenzo liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely, but it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Lorenzo. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. I might as well let Lorenzo lower everyone's standards. Oh my gosh, she is fucked up. Lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put any energy to it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applauses anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of the seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She shuffles back to her seat. That wasn't half bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do it again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it will be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope you all have an idea of what's it like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think it's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday is the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monika, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monika, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. Sayori and Alonso standing in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G. That's something like Natsuki will say. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal about it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Lorenzo, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was just spacing out. Oh, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Oh, so let's just say one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What will you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, to be honest, if you ask me, would I chill with Yuri? Yeah, but would I walk with Yuri? No. Honestly, because if it was me, if it's finding a new person, and normally it's always Sayori that I walk with, and I have a good time walking with her anyway, then the easy answer is that I'll still walk with her. Because I can relate to her a lot, not to mention we have really good conversations, and we've been together for so many years. Yeah, sure, I may be with Yuri for a while or so, but Sayori's the homegirl. She's my senpai, and that's why I choose her. You, of course. You really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez, I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Lorenzo. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so... Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Okay, that was a very long one. Hell yeah, that was long. That was probably the longest episode thus far. But this is going to be close to the day of the festival, and that's kind of hard. I mean, I still want to be Team Sayori. No, but yeah, pretty much. I feel like for this one, I really want to still stay with Sayori because if I was to go with the other two girls, then it will kind of contradict to what I was saying before when Sayori asked me about, you know, if Yuri was to ask me to walk with her, will I walk with her instead of Sayori? I'll still pick Sayori. Sorry, that's just me. I mean, during the game as well, I've gotten really close to Sayori even more during the time, so it wouldn't be as wise of me to just ditch her for someone else. Even if it was Monika, honestly, I would still pick Sayori, because, you know, Sayori is best girl. But still, very sorry about the long episode for this one. It was longer than I expected. Again, this is what happens when you have so much fun playing the game and all. But pretty much, we're going to still stay with Team Sayori, because, you know, Team Sayori is the best team ever. As always, though, I hope you enjoyed the video. Slay that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. And as always, stay frenzy. Peace.